Welcome to Kevin's Films and Home Theater. Today I'm going to talk to you about my top 8 films of the last 30 years in the spirit of the Oscars just recently aired, which no one watches, with movies that no one has ever seen for the most part, except for Dune Part 2. I wanted to bring a list of 8 films that I believe are probably some of the best films in the last 30 years. Caveat, I've not seen every movie out there. This is where you come in. I love for you to leave a comment down below with maybe your top 3 films all time. Maybe you own them on 4K, maybe Blu-ray, maybe DVD, or maybe you don't, but you've seen them enough to say this is probably my top film. Leave a comment down below. I like to compile a good list overall and seeing what I may be missing. Again, these are mine. It's subjective, so you may not agree with all of them. And you may say, hey, Kevin, you've got to watch this one. This is way better than that. That's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's okay. So here we go. Let's start with number 8. My number 8 is going to be Whiplash from 2014, directed by Damien Chazelle. This film is, if you like music, in itself, it's actually pretty cool in seeing somebody strive to be the best they can at an instrument. The performances from J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller is incredible. J.K. Simmons then did win an award for this film for Best Supporting Actor back in 2014. If you've not seen this one, treat yourself. Again, very well done film. It sort of at times feels very comedic with J.K. Simmons, so serious face, but some of the comments that he makes throughout this film, it's pretty awesome. So if you have not seen this film, watch it. This film also won Best Sound Mixing in 2014. Number 7 on my list is Inception. I own this one on Blu-ray. I do not have it on 4K. Eventually I may upgrade to the 4K, but this is one of Christopher Nolan's finest movies. Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Levitt-Gordon, Tom Hardy, great actors in this film. Talk about a dream within a dream within a dream. So well executed. This might be one of those films you have to watch twice, as sometimes most of Christopher Nolan's films, to understand it maybe. Tenet brings to mind something you want to watch more than once to get, but this is so well executed. This film won Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing. Overall, the entire film takes you on a ride from the start where you're gonna be thinking, which dream am I on right now? But it's very, very well executed, very well acted. If you've not seen Inception, definitely put it on your list. Number 6 on my list is going to be Hacksaw Ridge, directed by Mel Gibson, starring Andrew Garfield. If you like war films, then you're going to enjoy this one. This is based on the true story of a pacifist who refused to take a gun but was a medic in the army, saved over 75 lives. This film, especially as it gets to probably the second half of the film where most of the action really takes place, really just brings you to the edge of your seat. The sound is incredible in this film. Film also won Best Sound Editing in the Oscars. If you've not seen Hacksaw Ridge, treat yourself to a great film, a great story about a great person during World War II. Number 5 on my list. This is a dual package, so bear with me. We're talking about the top half here with Gladiator. This is a two package combo, 4K disc, both a disc for Braveheart and a disc for Gladiator. Don't count Braveheart out yet, but Gladiator with Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Ridley Scott back in 2000. I still remember going to the movies, and I believe I went twice to see this film. It's a story about a Roman general who seeks revenge on the emperor for what the emperor has done to the general's family. This movie also comes with a great score to accompany the film. Great movie for number 6. If you've not seen it, treat yourself to Gladiator. Number 4 is going to be A Quiet Place. I've talked about this film before in some of my previous videos, in some of the best Atmos mix sounding films. But this film itself, it is a phenomenal story. It has to do with a father taking care of his family and willing to do anything to protect his family. This is super, at the end of the day, I consider it very super pro-life film. Thoroughly enjoyed it. If you have a great sounding system, you will definitely enjoy the sound on this. You will probably be scared a little bit of the film too as well, but treat yourself to a great film by John Krasinski. This is 2018 that came out. Emily Blunt, they have such great chemistry. They're both married in real life, so it really works really well in the story. So number 4, A Quiet Place. Number 3, Top Gun Maverick, 2022. This film came out and really was the film that saved theaters. When this came out, it did so well in the box office. Now, it is nostalgic. This is a film based on the 80s Top Gun, followed up, right, as a sequel. But if you get in the story, such a compelling story, not forced at all, very well written, very well paced. It has you just almost on your toes, cheering for the team to succeed throughout that last third act of this film. This is one you will enjoy. I would say great film for the family, great popcorn film, but as a whole, just fantastic. Very well done film. Number 2 on my list, we're going to go back to 1995, and that is Braveheart. On the bottom of my dual collection here. This is a great disc. It was a great price. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I bought it. But Mel Gibson directs this film. Mel Gibson is phenomenal as the main actor in this film. This is based on a true story from William Wallace back in the 13th century, and in the way of avenging his wife's murder, he takes on an entire army, an entire country, and is able to bring together troops or people that would never be fighters, but they're fighting for freedom. If you get to the end of this film and you maybe not, if you don't shed a tear somewhere in there, I don't know, maybe you're a robot. You might be a robot, because this is it'll move you. The score in the film is also phenomenal. That is a score that I download, that I have on my phone, that I listen often. Such a well done film. If you've not seen it, some of the cinematography, the landscapes, if you haven't seen it, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already, Braveheart. Before I get to the last one, I do want to bring honorable mentions. I had a pretty big list of films that I had to cut down, and honestly, they didn't make the top 8 for whatever reason, but I feel like all those movies could be just top 10, and I got them right here. I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget any of the films that I thought about quite a bit. These are not in any particular order, but I've got 2011's Drive with Ryan Gosling. I've got 2015's Sicario with Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, and Emily Blunt. I've got Mystic River, Clint Eastwood's one of his finest films. Sean Penn won Best Actor for that film. Memento, Christopher Nolan's one of his first films. If you've not seen that one, it's a story told backwards. Take your time and actually see that film. It's a great film. Ford versus Ferrari. I've got Parasite. That was a couple years ago. It didn't win an Oscar. That was a very, very well done film. And on my list, I've got Crimson Tide. That's kind of a little tribute to Gene Hackman, who passed away a few weeks ago. If you've not seen that, it's probably one of the best submarine movies out there. So let's go to number 1. Lastly on my list, from 2008, it is The Dark Knight. Christian Bale, Heath Ledger's final performance. That in itself is worth watching. He really embodies the Joker so well that it come across as very genuine. It's truly genuine performance from Heath Ledger. This film from start to finish just keeps you going. If you have not seen The Dark Knight, take it, watch it. If you're a Christopher Nolan fan, you've probably seen this, but this is my top film. Guys, thank you so much for staying to the end. If you like content like this about films and home theater, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like this video and comment down below what are your best films. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.